Okay, developing a site plan in AutoCAD is a skill that requires the understanding of distance and bearing. So it's a combination of this that gives the distance and bearing. But I want to tell you that most times surveyors are ignoring the seconds. So if you happen to see that a surveyor is indicating 00, that means you have to put in the same 00 in the format in which I'm going to show you how to execute. So if he totally eliminates the seconds, you have to do the same in order to achieve precisely the result. So this is how you go about it. So let's see how we can get started with the site planning. Taking a step to develop your site plan, mouse over to the polyline tool and click. Specify a point on the screen by clicking, and then enable your dynamic input. If it is not on, you can enable it by clicking on the dynamic input icon on the drawing aid. So now your dynamic input should be on. This enables you to enter input on the screen dynamically. The next step is to enter the distance. In my case, my distance is 29,450. Then I will hold down the shift key on my keyboard and press the less than sign on my keyboard as well. Then AutoCAD locks up the distance. The next step is to enter the angle. So the angle here is 262. So I'll press in the 262, ending up with a D, which stands for degree. And then my minutes are 42. So type in the 42 and end up with the apostrophe sign. And the next is the seconds. So my seconds are 00, and I'll hold down the shift key in order to get the apostrophe, no, the quotation mark, the same key I use in achieving the apostrophe. So just hold down the shift key, press the same key you use in achieving the apostrophe, it will give you the quotation mark. That's for my own system. I don't know the system of your own keyboard. Alright, so once you have done it this way, just press the enter key and you see the result. That is the result. You can see the projection of the distance, and that bearing has given me precisely this result. So I will continue by zooming in close, because the portion in which I'm going to enter now is actually a small portion, which is of about 1700 meters. So I will press in the 1700 and hold down my shift key to get the less than sign, and then I'll input my angle here, which is 171, end up with degree, and then my minutes are actually 42, and end up with an apostrophe by the side, and then my seconds are 00. Hold down the shift key to get a quotation mark. So you see, this is how you will continuously be entering the coordinates. You enter the distance, you enter the coordinate, you press the enter key, and you're there. So by the time you continue this way, it will take you round back to the starting point, which gives you the coverage area of your site plan. So let's go ahead, press the enter key. I've gotten the result. So once you get to the destination, which is uh, definitely your starting point. You will then round up by entering the final value, which is distance of my own case is 42,502. That's the distance, and then I will enter the angle of 197 and degree, and I'll hold down the no this is 42. I'll enter 42 as my minutes, and then 00 as my seconds. So I'll press the enter key. Wow, you see, this surveyor really did a good job. Although it's not 100%. By the time we zoom close, you will notice that there are errors to be corrected here. So in this case, if the surveyor is somewhere to be found, you just have to call his attention to this error here. It's something that ordinarily you can just select this point and just connect to the next point, and that solves the problem. But then there are some designs that will require high precision, so you have to call the attention of the surveyor. In any case, this is how you can get the coverage area of your site. So in the next tutorial, we should be looking at how we will create the access road. Creating access road, it's something that requires the modification of your polyline, so you have to explode it. So select your polyline and click on the explode tool. This enables the polyline to break apart, so now you can offset it. Pick the offset tool, enter the width of the road, then offset this portion. This gives you the access way. So now you will have to extend the lines, this very line here, including this one. So with your dynamic input on, you don't need to have problem. Dynamic input, turn it on in case it's off. So select the object and then click on the node, and then move your cursor towards the direction carefully, so that it will just extend the line. Do same at the bottom. Just pick it, come along this way, and it will be extended. So now you have actually extended one face of the road. So what you need to do now, you can simply offset 6 meters again to have the other portion. Alright, like so. So now you have both sides, which creates the access way. So now maybe you need about 3 meters to give the center line for the road. So you offset the 3 meters, which gives you the center line. Mind you, the center line is going to be dotted. We will look into that in the next tutorial. So now this is how you can create the access way here. So now that you have the access road created, note that you have to change your center line has to be dotted. So just come to line type here and pick the hidden line. Although the hidden line at this scale, you won't notice it because it was created based on the drawings, not the site plan. Site plan scales are usually bigger, so we will have to increase the scale for the dotted line for now. So go to line control, others, and then pick on the hidden, and enable show details. So on the global scale factor, increase it to, I think 100 will be okay. 100, let's give it a try. So 100, okay, yeah, 100 is quite visible. So 100. Have it in mind that during printing you have to be updating the site plan, the dotted line. When it comes to site plan, you have to make it 100. When it goes to how do they call the drawings, the main drawings, you have to change it to 25, which will give you precisely the scale for each drawing type. So that is how you create the access road. The next thing is to tag it. We need to pick the section detail here and just tag it. We have to rotate it, conceptual, rotate this. We have to rotate this like so in order to give us this proportion. You don't need to calculate the angles for this. Double click, then edit it to access road. The font will definitely be small, so increase the size to maybe 500, and then you extend it like this. Just move it at the center, somewhere around there. Okay, so you have the access road created. Okay, so having achieved your coverage area like this, the next thing is to create a building area. So let me take you to your floor plan, and we'll pick a line tool, maybe polyline. Okay, and then we start from the outer angle here. We click the outer line, you trace the whole outer line of your site plan, your floor plan, and not minding the shape of the building. You can trace it, go around, and once you get to the destination point here, you click the C and press the enter key so that it will lock it up. And once you're done, select the line and move it to the site. So bringing it to the site here, actually the positioning, I think since it's a proposed plan, it has to be by the designer's choice. So I will bring it very close to the end here, and what I want now is to rotate this building to align with the fence. So how do I achieve that? What I need to do is I need to know the angle, the difference between this and the horizontal line here. So I will establish a horizontal line like this and then check the angle that deviates from that fence. So I will pick the dimension tool, pick the angular dimension, and then hit this point, hit the next point, and click. That gives me, let me zoom close, that gives me 19. Okay, so that means I have to rotate this building by 19. That should be anti-clockwise. So I will select this building and pick a rotate tool, specify a base point, and hit the minus key on my keyboard and then enter 19. Press the enter. That will give me the result. So now the offset, I have to offset 3 meters from behind. So I think this is an offset command. Pick the offset command, achieve that. So I will simply move this building to sit on this line. That's okay, precisely that's what I want. So I have enough allowance by the side, so I don't have to be concerned about that. So let me just copy the access road here, bring it closer. I'm going to rename this to building area. Double click on it and I'll rename it building area. Let me reduce the font size. This is actually big, so 250 will be ideal for this exercise. Pick 250, and then the rotation, that is the orientation, to match on this alignment. I will pick my rotate to specify a base point. This is actually conceptual. I don't need to find angle for such placement. I'll drop it there, and the next thing is to hatch this portion. So pick the hatch tool, and alright, the swatch is actually ANSI 31. That's what I want. So the scale is what? 100. Let me make this scale 150, and 150, and then I'll pick boundary. Just click on the pick boundary. I'll select this is my boundary. I'll right click and preview, and then I'll have it like so. Pressing the enter key will accept that. So this is how you come up with this. So assuming you have something like a sockaway pit you have to create here. I don't actually know the size of sockaway pit, but I will create something very basic, like so, and pick a line tool and just demarcate it here, and I will pick the text tool again, bring it this way, and just select that and type S, and let's click out, rotate this to the orientation. This is the orientation. You have to learn about rotating objects. It's very important. Now copy this here, and I'll type P. It should be sockaway pit. Okay, that means this is upside down. I can rotate this, do the adjustment. Yes, then I'll take the P the other side, like so. Reposition this well. I'm done. Alright, the orientation to align with the building, small deal. Just rotate it like so. Once I get that, just bring it closer, just drop it there. Okay, something like that. Wow, that's great. So that's how you can use very basic tricks to achieve such things. So now, entrance. How do you create entrance to the apartment? So it's something you can pick a polyline here, either poly or line tool, and just create a line where you want the gate to be, and you can actually offset this line at the width of the gate, for me 3 meters, and when you offset that, you have an idea where the gate is to be positioned. So now I can use these two objects I have created here to just form an entrance. So I've created something like that, which stands for the entrance. It could be gate, call it whatever. And once I do that, I can pick the text tool here. Not text tool really, just pick the building area tool, rename it to entrance. I just rotate this, using a lot of rotate, because you have to conceptually do certain things. I don't have to calculate angles. That's entrance to the yard, so you have it like so. So this is how you can create a basic site plan. So let's look at the dimensioning aspect now. So to dimension this site, you have to use what is known as the align dimension. Go to dimension, pick align dimension. So you click at the building, and then click at the path. This is it, 3 meters behind. I think you have to create a dimension style that will be actually thicker than this. So I taught you how to do that. Maybe you have to see it here. Dimension 2. I don't know, dimension 2. Yes, that's great. Dimension 2 will solve this problem. So this is how you will continue to dimension this. Give some details as much as possible. Sorry, yeah, correct. Give details from here to this side, to the next side of the house. Give some details that will appeal the approval. Things like this. You dimension the house, the site. So This is one phase of the dimension. The other is dimensioning the layout as a whole. So how do you achieve that? So this is something we have to achieve using the text tool. So we'll come here, this dimension. Let's start with this. Drop it here. We'll first of all type in the value of 29,820, 29,820. No, yeah, 29 point this meters. I think this should be in meters. So move it to the right place. I'm talking of this dimension here, so I'll basically rotate this to get what I want. Rotate it to be in line with that. So I'll copy it. Just copy it to this portion here where you need to type the angle. So the angle here is 359. 359. So how do you get your degree sign? The 0 dot above. So just click on symbols here and pick the first option, degree. You have so many symbols there, so you can achieve that like this. So you will copy the same text. Copy the same text to get the minutes and seconds. What's the minute? I have 30 minutes here. If you have seconds, you can include it 00 seconds. That's good to go. So that's how you achieve that. So how do you take it to the next portion? You can copy this to here and rotate this using your rotate tool. Then I pick rotate or scale. I think I picked scale. I want rotate. Okay, can rotate it like so. Once it's in alignment, you can physically note that. Once it's in alignment, you can edit it. So the angle here it's 72 degree. Pick a symbol, degree, close. Copy this here, edit it, create the minutes, take it out there. This has to go out there too. Sorry, I'm having OSNAP issues. Okay, this is 42 minutes. So this is how you can fully dimension your site plan. So at this point we have come to the conclusion of this tutorial on site planning. We definitely recommend that you pick up a tutorial on landscaping where you can fully and have the experience of designing landscapes both in 2D and 3D. We really combine 2D and the 3D aspect of landscaping in our tutorial. We recommend that for you. You can actually see what you have designed in AutoCAD realistically by modeling it in AutoCAD. We have that tutorial that enables you to play with terrains and see how the realistic view looks like. So we recommend that for you.